Calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Tennessee Titans. But only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
On 2nd and 7, Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags 30. A big gain there on 3rd and long. But no surprise coming off a 2,000-yard season. It was Derrick Henry who totaled the most yards after contact in the NFL last year, and he's up to his old tricks here.
Yeah, and this is most definitely the guy you want running the football when you need the tough yards on 3rd down. And he moves the chains and then some as he shakes off that first contact. And as they said in the 70s, he just keeps right on trucking.
Tannehill on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So our two teams, the Jags and the Titans, CD, they've formed a pretty good rivalry here in the AFC South. It's been the Titans who have arguably, though, been the best team in the division of late. But these Jags, they have certainly made some big changes since these two teams last met.
And those changes you're talking about, brand new front office, brand new head coach, young quarterback, I think for sure they're on the right track. And to me, this division has a chance of being one of the more competitive ones over the next few years. There's no team right now that you would say is going to dominate in the foreseeable future. A.J. Brown is starting to get a well-deserved reputation as one of the top-flight receivers in the NFL. Went over 1,000 yards in his first 2 years. Makes another strong catch there.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Tannehill. Open space inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that have to be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. They'll give Henry another shot. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Lawrence will throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody find someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
DJ Chark, a Pro Bowler and a 1,000-yard receiver in 2019, saw his numbers dip a bit last year as the Jaguars cycled through some quarterbacks. He's happy to have Trevor Lawrence in town and accepts the pass from him there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, He may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
64, weak. Hey, echo.
On second down, ETN once more. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Pittsburgh. Get that quarterback at all costs. 54
Here's Lawrence. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
Wrap up.
Still moving. He's at the 50. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Gets this to Ferkser, the tight end.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This is Jeff Swain, the tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
And all they wanted was enough yardage for the first down. So he runs a shorter route to pick that up. But you shake off a tackle, you see the end result.
Off to the races.
Yeah, picked up nice yardage afterwards.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Henry again. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Handoff running left is Etienne. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne. And every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The 2nd running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On play action, Lawrence. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Set. 60 outlaw.
Stop your whining.
Hey, Delta.
54.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike 5-4, Mike 5.
Now Lawrence. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Gostkowski the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup. Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
2nd and 15. Tannehill now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Gostkowski with the extra point, and the lead is down to 4.
Big score, Titans 21, Jaguars 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Here's Tannehill. Going for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Along the sideline, it's his man Henry making the catch.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Bullock will put this one through. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Shark's got it, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
132 fighter. Bravo.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jayon Brown came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And that is no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They begin with Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Henry. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Back to throw, Tannehill. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. And he will have a Titans 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
first down carry for Henry. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
From the 50, it's Tannehill.
On the slant, he'll get it to Jones.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second and 7.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Second down and 7.
Again, it's Henry. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 26.
And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
The Titans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Again to Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They snap it to Tannehill. That's to his running back, complete. And bulldozing his way through. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Henry.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Let's go, come on!
Derrick Henry with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Titans look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Titans 31, Jaguars 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Here's a give to Etienne. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They go play action with Lawrence. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Tannehill. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the second time. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well. And
you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
63 yards on the ground for him so far. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Etienne once more. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A handoff for Etienne. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He's back to throw. Able to complete this to Chenault. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. Does the big boy have the juice? He's at the 40, the 30, and a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have